Hello, and welcome to the Reclaim Your Life show. Here's your host, Master Hypnotherapist and Coach, Jan Haldane.
Hello, and welcome back to episode 8 of the Reclaim Your Life show. I'm Jan Haldane, Master Hypnotherapist and Coach. And in this episode, I wanted to talk about shame and blame. Now, I've heard this myself, and gosh, I can't tell you how many of my clients feel this way as well. When other people blame them for getting into a relationship with a narcissist, when they were absolutely clueless that this person, of course, was a narcissist or toxic person or however you want to phrase it. So what I really wanted to get across in this episode is don't blame yourself. You're not standing there attracting these people. They are clever. So you didn't set out to attract an abusive partner. You don't make them abuse you. They do it all by themselves. And you are not stupid for not seeing the signs. Abusers are clever. They know how to manipulate their victims in order to keep control, and how to present themselves to the rest of the world in order to get away with their behaviour. So, of course, a lot of people only see the good side of them. They don't see what actually happens at home. And as I often say, no one knows what goes on behind closed doors. So I just wanted to share with you on this episode a few snippets from my ebook, Hypno Rescue: Reclaim Your Life After Narcissistic Abuse, which is part of my course and part of my program. And it kind of illustrates really how people end up in these relationships unknowingly, and then they find that they're somehow entrapped, ensnared, entangled, whichever language you want to use for it. They're stuck often for all sorts of reasons. Okay, so let me just read you a little bit here from the book. So imagine you meet a wonderful man or woman who thinks you are great. So let's call him or her love interest. So love interest begins love bombing you. So maybe they're taking you to dinner, they're complimenting you, and they're having absolutely great sex with you, often too early in the relationship. But of course the sex releases feel-good hormones into your body, creating a strong evolutionary bond between you. But it also gives your lover ownership of your body, particularly if you're a woman. So perhaps they help you when you're in need and you think, what a kind person this is. Just the type of person you've always wanted. So love interest appears to enjoy the same things as you and accelerates the fledgling relationship to a forever relationship at an alarming rate. Now something in your gut feels off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Things are happening too fast. Friends and family may see it, but you don't listen because you're happy, and love interest quickly dismisses any qualms you have, because love interest has a plan, an agenda, to build you up just to tear you down. But of course you don't know that yet. You spend all your time with love interest, neglecting other people and pastimes you enjoy. And of course, that's normal when you fall in love. You want to be with that person. If you knew then that love interest would expect you to give up your hobbies, your talents, friends, family, perhaps even including your children, and make love interest the centre of your universe from that day forward, what would you do? Right now, it just seems that love interest is being attentive and cares for you. Then if love interest bombards you with calls and texts and messages all day long, that may seem like caring too, except that an immediate response is expected and demanded, and you have a life to live. And perhaps your boss isn't keen on the constant interruptions and has a chat with you about it. You ask love interest to tone it down, or you could lose your job. Love interest doesn't tone it down though, and you begin to feel stressed. You don't want to, and you can't afford to lose your job. Why can't love interest understand this? Oh yes, because love interest misses you when you're at work. In fact, although love interest would never admit it. You being jobless and dependent on them is the ideal situation. Not at all ideal for you, of course. So can you see where this is going now? Your welfare is of no use to your love interest unless it has a direct effect on them. Still, it's early days yet, and you're still under the love interest's love spell, and don't know that you're being groomed to be a source of energy supply, otherwise known as narcissistic supply. You are systematically being conditioned down to being an object rather than a person, a mere convenience in love interest's life who will be discarded for the next model when you stop being compliant. Meantime, things are not so rosy. Criticism, sarcasm, and demeaning words and behaviour are creeping into love interest's way of being in your relationship. Sex is rapidly going downhill. Your friends and family have been alienated and perhaps banned from your home if you live together. Most narcissists want to cohabit very quickly before you have time to see who they really are. Perhaps even your own children are not welcome to visit you. You are isolated and you are controlled. And let's get really clear on this. Control is not love. Control comes from a place of fear and insecurity. It is not love. What just happened to the competent, confident person who used to have all their ducks in a row? It didn't start like this. And you, like thousands of other people in the world, didn't see it coming. Why would you? Now you're enmeshed in an entanglement with someone who displays narcissistic traits and behaviours. That's right. Your love interest is actually a narcissist. So where to from here? Well, have you ever seen those reality TV shows where some expert comes along to rescue a failing business and the owner hands over the keys for maybe a day or a week? Well, you're about to hand over the keys to your life for as long as the narcissist is in it, and maybe even longer. That's every aspect of your life. How can the narcissist use you to their maximum benefit while systematically devaluing you until you no longer know who you are or what you want? This is the opposite of the benevolent TV reality show. Your life is about to be destroyed in a myriad of ways. Somehow, you've ended up in a nightmare. This is not what you signed up for. You try to sort it out, but it's impossible as the narcissist flies into a rage. What happened to the nice person you met? Who is this creature filled with vitriol that you learn to tiptoe around? Or maybe the narcissist is not a rager at all. They gaslight you, trying to make you feel as if you're going crazy and can't trust your own intuition. Or they patronize you by treating you like a 5-year-old. And the narcissist denies words and actions and projects their own negative beliefs and behaviours onto you. It's all your fault, and it's always going to be your fault because the narcissist can't be wrong. So think of the ultimate angry toddler brat having a tantrum. And that's what you'll be getting quite often. The narcissist can't really love you or anyone else, including themselves. So when you first meet them, you encounter their false self that they have created as a protection. So that's what you first encountered. And the narcissist's false self, which changes like a chameleon, depending on how they need to be perceived to ensnare their next prey. And that's you, by the way. You are now prey and the narcissist is the predator. Another strong, kind, caring, empathetic person has been trapped in the narcissist's snare. Narcissists are drawn to empaths like a cat to a mouse, but it's for all the wrong reasons. Empaths have superpowers that most people admire. Narcissists incorrectly think these superpowers are weaknesses and despise empaths for their kindness. Similar to a vampire sucking the lifeblood from its victim, They feed off an empath's energy until the empath is emotionally exhausted. Like a heat-seeking missile, the narcissist hones in on the warmth of their partner or prey and systematically annihilates their soul. No, you don't deserve this to happen, and you definitely didn't see it coming. It's not your fault. Don't beat yourself up about it. You've already been beaten up in countless ways. Truth has no meaning for the narcissist. They only tell the truth or part of the truth when it serves them. Your life is no longer your own. You have been taken over. Your head is spinning and you wonder, WTF is going on? And it's no longer okay for you to have needs of any kind. Your needs are just an inconvenience. Only the narcissist has the right to have needs, and there is usually no end to them. By now, the narcissist will be controlling you to some degree, or may effectively be controlling your every move. And I'm sure that you recognize some of the ways you are being controlled in the following list: what you wear, where you go, who you spend time with, your phone calls, your texts, your emails perhaps, your finances, your sex life, your ability to earn your own income, your values and beliefs, your health. So please don't beat yourself up about being in a relationship or relationships with someone who displays narcissistic traits. The best thing you can do is learn what to look for, and I can teach you that. So go over to my website, janhaldane.com, and check out my program there. It's on special at the moment for $27 because I want to help people find their way back to themselves in 2021. So thank you for listening today, and I will catch you on the next episode of the Reclaim Your Life show. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening. Catch you on the next episode of the Reclaim Your Life show.